Hello everybody, this is Randall for Floribama Homesteader. I want to give you a little update on the grafting video that I did about a month or so ago. I showed you how I was going around and I was doing my grafts. Well, here's an update. I had ordered a bunch of southern variety of apples, and when I received the order, I used my grafting tool, if you remember. Let me grab it real quick. This grafting tool right here. Um, Basically what this does is it makes an omega cut, a male and a female cut, so you can make grafting a little bit easier. And I use that tool on a lot of my grafts, and some of the grafts that I decided to do were with a wedge graft. Now here's an update. I bought this Fuji tree at the Tractor Supply, and I think I paid $27, $28 for this Fuji. And then I ordered a bunch of Scion that are southern variety. On here I got Hawaii, St. Clair, Cox Winter, right there, Agala, Dixie Red Delight, Sebring, Hawkeye, and did I miss anything? I feel like I'm missing one. There's Gala on there. I had an Anna. Oh yeah, and there's an Aunt Rachel right there. I just recently grafted that Aunt Rachel, that's why it's not all growing. But the only thing I had to fail was this Gala graft that I did right here. Right there. Let's see if it'd focus. Okay. Everything else did good. If you look right here at this Cox Winter, right here where I grafted this thing, you can see where it started to callus. Let me get on this side where the sun is. And you can see right in there, I did the omega shape cut, and the graft took, and then I have all this growth that is growing on the end of this graft. Look at that. It's done very well. Now the one that's done the best, and it took right off from the beginning, is St. Clair. I went right in here, same thing, I did the omega graft, and then look at all the growth that I have right here, and then this top piece of growth right here, and that's all within 1 month. So in 1 month I have let's see, probably 9 to 10 inches of growth on that apple. So I'm excited to see how these varieties turn out, and we'll probably grow them out this year, and I'm hoping maybe it'll flower next year. I don't know if it'll set fruit or not, but we'll see how that turns out. Now, one other thing I did is I bought this Kefir pear. And I bought Kefir, and I explained in my last video that Kefir is really disease resistant here in the hot, humid south. And on top of this Kefir pear, what I did is I grafted a Maxine, an Ayers, Orient, Leona, Southern Bartlett, and right up here is another Southern Bartlett. Now if you look at all the growth that I've had on this Southern Bartlett, I'll probably again have 9 to 10 inches of growth out of the end of that graft. And I did it using, let's see, I did a wedge graft on this one. It's kind of ugly. It's one of the first ones that I did. I don't know if you can see there because of the shadow that's on it. Let's see if I can get it from this side. There we go. You can see how I split that, and I stuck my stick wedge shaped right down in there, and that's starting to callus together, and I'm getting a lot of good growth on that. The same thing on this Orient. I'm starting to get some growth up here on the top on this Orient. Maxine pear is giving me some good growth right on the tip of that, off the tip of that. Ayers, same thing. So most of my grafts took. The only thing I have found that had failed was the one gala graft, and I had some peaches that I tried grafting, but I heard they were very difficult, and they seem to have failed. But I came over here to this plum, and I have a golden plum here. If you look right here, the whole tree is labeled golden plum, and it's setting fruit. It's got little plums that are setting all over it. This is I've had this in the ground 1 year. Matter of fact, my whole entire orchard is only 1 year old. Let's see if I can get a good focus on. It's not wanting to focus, is it? There we go. That's my entire orchard, and it's all under a year old. But back to my grafts. I did a Shiro plum, which is another golden variety of plum. And if you look right off the tip of that, I'm getting a lot of really good growth. So that graft took, and it's doing really well. Now I'll come back on over here. I did some trading. I had a Smith fig, and some people found out about it, and so they shared their varieties of what they have with me. And I got this nectar plum. It's a cross between a nectarine and a plum, and it has red leaves on it. So I grafted that onto my peach tree here. The name of this peach tree is LA Felicia, and it's loaded down with peaches right now. Look in there and see all those peaches that are coming on. But anyway, I like the looks of these leaves, and I think this graft is doing really, really well. And so I was talking with my wife, and we decided that what we're going to do is we're going to graft this onto some rootstock next year and make this a tree by itself, because I think this is going to end up being a very pretty tree. Now, how does it perform in the hot, humid south? I don't know. Haven't heard anything about it. So I guess it'll be a wait and see to see how that turns out. Now, I come over here to my shell apple, and I put a Brayburn on there, and I'm getting some growth on the Brayburn. So it's pushing some growth. I got a couple of shell apples on here too. So let's see if I can get a picture of the apples that I got. Now, like I said in my previous video, this apple was bred here in this county. So it should do very well here. Now, I got this pluot tree. And again, I did some trading, and I got a whole different variety of pluots that I've done. I've got Flavor Grenade, Flavor Queen, Flavor King, Flavor Rich, and Splash graft is doing good. And I also have a Pluary on here. It's a cross between a plum and a cherry, and the name of this variety is Nadia, and I'm actually getting some really good growth on that. But yeah, that's doing really well. And all of these Pluaries, Geopride, they're all doing really well. They're pushing nice growth out the ends. They've been on here for over a month now. Flavor Supreme right in there. There. I guess I got to back off with the camera so I can get some good focus here. And there's another Pluary I got. Sweet Treat. That's doing well. And this is on a Dappled Danny Pluary tree itself. I don't know how Pluaries are going to do in the hot, humid south. But I was excited about it. I'm going to try it. If it does, I'll keep it. If it doesn't, I'll probably graft something else onto this tree. But right now, this tree looks good. So we're going to give this a couple of years, and we'll see how this one will do. But I just want to take a minute and give an update on how the grafts were doing. So yeah, that's pretty much a little tour of everything that I've grafted so far. Looking back at the orchard here. So thanks for watching, and on my YouTube, you can find me on YouTube, Floribama Homesteader. Go ahead and over there and subscribe to my channel and give me a like and leave a comment. And also Facebook, Floribama Homesteader. If you look up on YouTube, it's Floribama Homesteader, all one word. If you go to Facebook, it's Floribama, one word, space, Homesteader. So that's how you can find me. All right, have a good one.